Hello, Beardbrand. Welcome.
Wow, nice house. Have you lived here long?
Yeah, we've been here for 28 years. Want to come inside?
Yeah. How many kids do you have?
We have 2 kids. You know Victor, and we have a daughter named Ava.
Did you raise them in this house?
Yes, we lived here 28 years, and we love living in the city. It was a very conscious decision to live in an urban environment.
Well, we're celebrating Father's Day in the U.S. How do you want to celebrate it this year?
I love spending time with the kids and my wife, so anything they have planned, it can be low-key, just staying at home. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Your son has made numerous videos with you for Beardbrand. Can I ask you some questions about him?
Sure, fire away.
What's one thing you guys like to do together to bond?
Well, we love to work out together.
How did you guys get started lifting?
I've been lifting probably since I was 30 years old, and Victor has been lifting since he was in high school for football.
Did your dad ever lift?
Nah, my dad didn't lift, and he actually didn't work out, but he stayed trim pretty much until in his mid-70s. He was very active.
What else do you and Victor do to bond?
I think we bond over music. We share a similar taste in music. We like EDM,
What's EDM?
electronic dance music.
What's your favorite EDM song?
Probably go with Under Control by Calvin Harris.
How about you?
Well, let me hear this thing. That's good, but I think I prefer Avicii.
What song by Avicii?
I like the song Levels.
What's a bucket list item that you and Victor share?
It would be going to an EDM concert, and that would be Tomorrowland in Europe.
That would be so fun. Well, what are you guys drinking these days?
Well, after a workout, it would be protein.
How do you guys stay so lean?
We're so lean? Actually, I think it's by counting macros. So what we want to do is make sure we're getting enough protein, fat, and carbohydrates with a high concentration of protein.
Do you ever think about lifting and competing?
Not me. I'm going to let Victor do that. I'll live vicariously through him.
Something smells good. Just kidding. What's for lunch?
Looks like lunch wasn't planned today.
Well, what's your favorite food?
I think as a dinner, we would prefer something like a grilled fish, meat, or chicken, a good starch, and steamed vegetables. Like to keep it pretty clean, pretty simple.
Who's the cook around here?
That would not be Victor. That would not be me. That'll actually be Mrs. Berzinsky, and she gets high praise for that.
I hear you had dinner together often when Victor was growing up. Is that true?
That is true, and I joke with Victor that he can take it to his therapist one day when he tells him that he was forced to eat dinner in the dining room with his parents at least 5 days a week.
Did you eat dinner as a family growing up?
We did. My father, it was very important to my parents, very important to my dad that we ate dinner together.
Is this your father?
Yes, a picture of my dad, and this was taken probably about 4 or 5 years before he passed away. And so he's in his late 70s here.
What did he do for a living?
My dad worked in a steel mill. He worked with his hands.
You're an architect. You didn't want to follow in his footsteps?
I was not allowed to follow in my dad's footsteps. He had bigger plans, bigger dreams for me. He didn't finish high school, and he made sure that his son finished college. It was very important to him.
What did you learn from him?
I learned from my dad, he had a spirit of service. He loved helping people. And also my dad had a spirit of adventure. He liked trying new stuff.
What did you get from your dad?
I got my green eyes. I got an appetite. And you look at the hair on that guy, the hair.
What was your favorite thing to do with your father?
We actually would take very long walks, and we'd walk 2 or 3 miles as a little kid, 8 or 9 years old. And on those walks, whether it be into the woods or whether it be into town, he would give me the whole complete Berzinsky family history. Some of the stuff that my own mother doesn't know to this day.
Well, it looks like you have a lush garden out here.
Yeah, would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Come on out.
This is a great garden, and you live in the city.
And we have an escaped cat.
Oh, who's this?
This would be Tim Cat.
He tried to get away.
He did try to get away, but we're going to make sure he doesn't. Let's put him back.
Who's the green thumb in your family?
The green thumb, that would be me, but it's actually a family effort. My wife helps in particular.
Well, it looks like a pretty adult place. Has it always been this grown up?
No, actually, when the kids were little, that area had a very nice play fort and with swings, and very popular place for kids in the neighborhood.
Well, heads up. Oh, your family is rather sporty. What's your favorite sport that you and Victor share?
We share, we like rugby. I mean, we love football, whether it be high school football, college football, professional football, NFL, something we really like.
Did you play football?
I played football in high school.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, what other hobbies do you guys share?
We share a love of photography. We definitely, and that stems actually probably from our time on Instagram. Victor has become a very accomplished photographer. You can check out his work at victorberzinsky.com. And of course, you can see his stuff on Berzinsky on Instagram. Victor was able to shoot a lot of the material that I have on Instagram. And so not only does he do a lot of landscape stuff, he does a lot of portrait work.
What do you like about Instagram?
It actually gives me an opportunity to spend time with my son and to showcase his talents as well as the brands that I work with.
Has Victor ever modeled?
Victor has modeled. Actually, he was a model as a child. He was a child model, and those pictures will come out someday.
Well, let's head back inside. What did Victor model on when he was younger?
So Victor was a child model, actually. He has done ads for Crayola, and he worked for Boscov's and other department stores. The quintessential little blonde boy, and people loved him.
So what do you guys like to do to relax?
We love spending eating together, and we love libations.
What's your current drink?
Current drink actually would be an old-fashioned. Cheers.
Hey, I love these old houses.
This house was special. It has a secret passageway, and of course, we have a back staircase. You want
Let
to
me see, yeah.
Watch your step.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, probably my son. Yep, my son's sending me a meme.
Is that funny?
That's funny. That's one thing we definitely share is a love of memes.
Does Victor ever try to borrow your clothes or ask you for style
Hey,
advice?
Dad, can I borrow some shoes?
It looks like you already borrowed some shoes. Yes, we share some clothes here.
Do you wear the same size?
Roughly. He's obviously a little stockier than I am, but generally we can wear each other's clothes for now.
Wait, how tall are you?
I am 1 inch taller than Victor. Therefore, Victor is always going to look up to me.
Ha 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 ha. That's a good dad joke. When did you learn how to tie a tie?
It's actually something that my father taught me, probably in junior high school.
What's your favorite tie knot?
I like a half Windsor.
Are you going to give me a tutorial?
Not right now. You can actually watch my video on Beardbrand where I talk about different knots.
What else are you watching these days?
Well, in addition to Beardbrand tutorials, we like movies. So we watch movies and have an affinity for adventure, action, high drama.
What's your favorite YouTube channel?
In addition to Beardbrand, as I said, we like anything that skiing videos. And of course,
This is Greg Berzinsky from Beardbrand Alliance, and today I'm joined by Victor Berzinsky. This guy, he's my son, and we're doing a couple of updates.
Is this your favorite episode?
it's actually an episode that's dear to my heart because we're actually seeing Victor's hair for the first time.
Do you read all these books?
Over time, we've read all these books. It's great to have a reference library, and they go the gamut from history to art to how-to theology. A little bit of everything.
Hey Dad, can you help me with my sideburns?
Do you help Victor groom his beard a lot?
Not so much anymore. Initially, when he was just starting out with beard, of course I did, but he also got a lot of information from Beardbrand.
Does it make you proud that Victor has a beard?
I don't know if proud is really the word, but it actually is something that we've bonded over, from the beard to the hair, barbershop cuts. Going to the barbershop was very important as a kid. Starting from a very early age, we used to go to the barbershop religiously every 4 weeks, and he was there with me every step of the journey.
Well, you got a lot of hair going on here. What's your secret?
That would be Mr. Berzinsky, so I'm going to blame that on my father and probably on my mother's side of the family too. We have both sides have pretty good hair. But keeping my hair in control now, it would definitely be sea salt spray. And I think Victor is styling balm. But I think as his hair gets longer, he might be going over to sea salt spray as well.
Well, we're running out of time, but I just have a few more questions. What's your favorite thing about being a father?
I like seeing the changes from a little boy to a man. It's really exciting for me to see him develop and becoming the man that God intended him to be.
What do you think is Victor's favorite thing about you?
I don't know. I think you'd have to ask him.
Well, what's on the docket for tonight?
Hello, this is Greg Berzinsky for Beardbrand Alliance. And today I'm joined by,
Victor Berzinsky.
and we're here to wish you a Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Hey, I'm glad you've been watching these Alliance videos. Woo, good job. Hey, do yourself a favor. Treat yourself to a little treat and come join us. Join us at the Alliance. We would love to have you. See you soon.